some interviews of Gautier's new teachers, and a special message from a true GHS Gator. Stay tuned for these exciting stories. That is hot off the press with Ashley Adams.
On Tuesday, August 14th, Gautier High held their annual open house. During open house, Mr. West announced that the teachers were going to be receiving a $1,500 pay raise from the Pascagoula School District due to the Supreme Court ruling on the Chevron lawsuit. Also, open house was a success with the performances from the band, RTC, and Color Guard. Stay tuned till next week for the upcoming editorial on the changes that have been made for this school year.
Thanks, Ashley, with that report. And now, to our morning announcements. Senior class t-shirts are on sale now. They can be purchased before school and during Monday, Wednesday, and Friday's break in Miss Adair's room. Through the end of August, freshman class t-shirts will go on sale starting Monday during break in Miss Boggs' room. Information on lacrosse registration is available on office counter. Homecoming mail packets are available in the media center today. All forms, including a resume and a photo, are due to Ms. Parker in guidance no longer than 3:45 August 24th. The 17th annual mud run is being held Saturday, September 8, 2012. The cost is $12.50 per person. You can run solo or with a team of 3. Last day to register is August 30th. Teachers are invited too. See Chief in the NJRTP classroom for additional information. Drama Club will meet Friday after school in room 200. Now, let's go to our teacher's interview with Ms. Bullock, Ms. Gladden, and Dr. Ross.
This is Ms. Bullock, our new science teacher.
A lot of great students I'm excited about in my classes. I attended William Carey College, and I also attended Gulf Coast Community College in Perkinston for a year as well. Currently, I'm working on my master's in education through William Carey. And right out of college, got a job working at a community college coaching and kind of working in biology labs there teaching college students.
Ms. Bullock has many goals for her classes.
Goals are really simple. Test scores are really huge. We have such a great community of teachers here and such great students, and we really want to achieve star school status. We want to get our test scores up and really show our ability of what we can do in the class. Teaching is very rewarding. On the other end, I'm a coach here at Gautier, and that's very rewarding. My belief is in everything you do, whether that's that day's assignment, whether it's a game you're playing in on Friday night, whatever you do it to the best of your ability. Finish strong in everything. I went to school here at Gautier, graduated many, many years ago, but at heart, I'm a Gator, and that's why I want to be here and be invested in what we're doing.
This is Bertha Myers reporting for Good Morning, Gautier High School.
Say hello to Mrs. Jessica Gladden, one of our new math teachers at Gautier High School. Although Mrs. Gladden is a new teacher, you may have seen her before on campus.
In the fall, I did my student teaching, which is like an internship. It's the final step before becoming a teacher, and I was under Miss Wiley for 9 weeks. And then again in the spring, I took over for Miss Lott when she left for pregnancy leave, so I was here for about 2 months for April and May.
As a new teacher, Ms. Gladden credits her easy adjustment to GHS because of her student teaching experience.
I think so, definitely, because I think it took away the jitters of being new to a school. I already knew how things function here. I know it's a high-achieving school, and I know what the expectations are of the teachers and the students here, so it was easy to adjust to having my own room here.
This is Mrs. Gladden's first full year of teaching, and she couldn't be happier.
Finally have my own class with my students that I begin the year with and I'm going to end the year with.
Mrs. Gladden also has some very high goals and plans for the math department.
Being fresh out of college, I maybe have some new outlooks on things, some new ideas of how to do lessons for math. I know some kids have a lot of math anxiety and are scared of it, and I just want to show kids that it's not as scary and it's not as hard as it seems.
Okay.
Of all the schools on the coast, this is the one I crossed my fingers for when I was doing interviews. I wanted to be part of Gautier High.
This is Shelby Knighton reporting for Good Morning Gautier High School.
Dr. Ross is very excited of the new year.
It was great. My students are great. Admin's great. I love my coworkers. Fantastic.
Dr. Ross is now the full-time chemistry teacher at Gautier High School.
I love it. I subbed last year for Mr. Walker, and so it was nice to kind of get my toe in the water again before I took it full-time, but it's always good to start over and get to do my own thing.
Dr. Ross has some big goals for this year.
I have a chemistry club that we're going to do experiments and demos, and we're actually going to base it off of the Harry Potter series.
Dr. Ross has some wonderful expectations for this year.
I expect us to be the #1 school in the state in academics and sports and arts and just everything.
Dr. Ross is making a big transition from special education to chemistry.
It was great. I actually taught chemistry for 3 years before, Chem 1 and Chem 2, and so I already had the experience. And then I think that the special ed expertise comes in where I can relate to all students' needs more, and it helps me better serve different students, and it also gives me insight to the school as a whole.
Is Dr. Ross truly a Gator?
Yeah, do you see the Gator swag?
This is Alicia Call reporting for Good Morning Gautier High School.
Stay tuned in the coming weeks for new teachers' interviews. And to recap Friday night's game, the Gators lost 42-21 against the Ocean Springs Greyhounds. Daniel Bush picked up a fumble recovery that was called by Jamal Holloway and ran for about 40 yards before being brought down by a group of Greyhounds. Kevin Hughes caught an interception and ran about 50 yards before being brought down by a group of Greyhounds. Tune in next week with another edition of Good Morning GHS. And now, before we go to our viral video of the week, here is a special message from one of Gautier High School's special graduates.
I'm Bradley Floor, and I used to go to Gautier High School. This is College 101. Alright, so we're here at Ole Miss, and I'm here for the summer studying Chinese, and this is my dorm room. As you can see, I tried to kind of make it not so dull and boring. I put up some Chinese characters, kind of helped me study a little bit. So I did that. I tried to bring a few things from home. Somebody said I needed more posters, so I might have to go buy some posters. But yeah, this is my room, and you know, thinking about college, you know, sometimes you kind of get scared when you think, oh man, I'm going to college, I'm going away. I'm sure you get excited too, you get to leave home, but I'm sure it is a little bit scary thinking about it. But I really don't think it's that big of a deal because, you know, I remember when I was back in school, I was kind of a rebel. I mean, I'm at Ole Miss Rebels. But, you know, sometimes I'd roam the halls and I would go to lunch and everything. And doing that here, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, you're responsible, you're a young adult, you know how to handle your business. So coming to college, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, you're on your own, and you know what you know, so you just gotta do what you do, and just try to have fun and be responsible, go to class, and you know, you got this. I'm Bradley Floor.